Yesterday, Rockstar and Take-Two hosted one of their financial conferences. They do every 3 months, and we actually got some new information regarding the upcoming expanded and enhanced edition. In this video, I just wanted to share that with you guys. And real quick, before we even get into that expanded and enhanced information, one of the crazy parts they mentioned was that GTA 5, they showed this picture here, GTA 5 has sold 150 million units. Actually, over 150 million units. The only other game that has beaten GTA 5 is, of course, Minecraft. I think it's at like 200 million units. But after that, I think you have to go to Tetris is the only other close game. It's ridiculous how many games or how many copies that GTA 5 has sold. And I believe they sold about 5 million over the last couple of months. So some games, some new games, don't even get 5 million. GTA 8 years later still getting it. So I don't know, people buying this game forever, it seems like. Now the actual part though about the expanded and enhanced, the two main things that we learned was, number one, so this was a picture of their future titles. There were a couple more. I cut it off at the Rockstar Games part. You can see the bottom two. We actually, so there's going to be the expanded and enhanced, which I'm assuming is like the single player version, right? And then this is just, I guess, maybe one of our first official confirmations that the online actually will be a standalone edition. Both of them are releasing on that November 11th date. So that's a couple months out. And this is officially from Rockstar and Take-Two themselves. Does not seem like it's getting delayed. So I guess that's good news. That's maybe another thing we learned. It's still on track for that November 11th date, so we shouldn't be expecting it to get delayed. But both of these editions are going to be separate. So that obviously leads to some questions like, well, what does that mean? Does that mean the online portion is going to have the expanded, enhanced features? I mean, you would assume. But one of the other things, it does state that this standalone edition of GTA Online is actually only going to be for the new consoles. So you can't get the standalone version for the older consoles or maybe even PC. And that's one of the unfortunate parts. Still no mention of PC. So it does look like if you're a PC gamer, if you're playing GTA 5 on PC, you are going to have to get the expanded and enhanced edition, at least at launch, on console, on either the PS5 or the Xbox Series S or the Xbox Series X. And actually, speaking of those two Xbox consoles, obviously one is more powerful than the other, but it seems like Rockstar is saying that doesn't matter. You're going to be getting this same version of the game on both consoles for Xbox. So that'll be interesting to see. Of course, it does not seem like they are treating those two as separate consoles, given the fact that they are combining them here in the platforms section. But one of the actual interesting parts that the head CEO, Strauss Zelnick, actually had to say, I think when responding to a question from someone, he stated that the upcoming expanded and enhanced edition wouldn't be marketed like a new game. And maybe that's why we're not seeing crazy marketing for it and we're not seeing a trailer or screenshots for it. And I guess that makes sense because, I mean, it's not a new game. It's literally basically a remastered version of the game that came out 8 years ago. So I guess as far as actually us seeing some information coming out, it might be treated more like a GTA Online DLC where they only release information like a month prior. So I guess maybe October we have to wait until we get some new information, a screenshot, a trailer, something for this expanded and enhanced. If they aren't treating it like a new game, that does make a lot more sense. But then you sort of wonder, it's like the doubt creeps into your mind. It's like, well, if they're not treating it like a new game, does that mean it's not going to live up to the expectations? I don't know. There's, of course, a lot more questions, as always, with these things. But it is interesting how he stated that. And again, that's probably why we haven't gotten anything soon. But actually, the other final thing that I wanted to mention, this isn't from the news conference yesterday or the press conference, whatever it was. This is actually coming from Fun MW2. He apparently noticed in the game files with this last Tuners DLC, Rockstar added some new services for character transfers, which even features transferring single-player saves. So it does seem like if you're coming from console like PS5 or Xbox, you will be able to transfer everything over to the expanded and enhanced edition. You'll be able to transfer your online stuff, of course, as well as your single player stuff, so you don't have to replay everything. Obviously, that's something that is just nice to have, because as much as probably we all love the GTA story, you know, some people have 100%ed it already. It's like, you don't want to have to do that all over again. So giving us the option to transfer, that's nice. And hopefully it allows like different console transfers. Like if you're going from the Xbox One to the PS5, you could transfer, and vice versa from PS to Xbox. Hopefully all that does work. But yeah, I guess not some crazy huge information, but when it comes to Rockstar, we just gotta accept these little table scraps they give us. So to recap, unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's releasing on PC at launch. It's probably going to get delayed on PC. Like always, they're going to make us rebuy it. Both of the expanded and enhanced, and then the online portion, there's going to be 2 separate versions. I'm sure that online standalone will be a lot cheaper. And then the fact that it doesn't seem like it's getting delayed. That is, of course, very good. So as always, if Rockstar or Take-Two or if any leaks come out about these upcoming editions, I'll keep you guys up to date. So hit that subscribe button if you are new around here. But that is what we know at the moment on the expanded and enhanced. Thank you guys for watching. Please drop a like if you did enjoy. As always, I'll see you guys in the next one.